So this is a tutorial for the early bow trick in Ocarina of Time. Basically, this trick is going to allow you to skip all of Forest Temple and go straight to the Stalfos fight and receive the bow very quickly. This saves a lot of time over going for the regular strat. However, I would definitely place this as a lot more intermediate. So I'd only recommend learning this if you plan on taking whichever category is you're running a lot more seriously. But basically how this trick works is that in this room here, there are two Stalfos fights. There is one right here where you receive this key, and then there is actually one right above here, and this is the room where you receive the bow. And there is also a second Stalfos fight up here. But you'll notice that this one isn't starting because Link loaded this room with a Y coordinate of less than 700. That middle number right there, 827, that is Link's Y coordinate. So if I load the room from either of these doors, it'll be above 700 and the Stalfos fight will begin. But because I loaded it down here with a 467, which is less than 700, it'll load this Stalfos fight, which I already cleared in this save state. So basically the whole point of this trick is to get a hookshot jump off of this chest so that Link will respawn up here, as well as activating entrance point glitch, which we'll get into in a little bit, and that will set Link's respawn point after Link has already landed up here. So that will both get Link up here, because getting up here without L to levitate is already pretty difficult, as well as actually setting his his respawn point there, which will allow you to do the trick. But to get into entrance point glitch here, basically how it works is you want to target a door, and you're going to want to crouch stab, and the first frame where Link gets crouch stab knockback, right here, you're going to want to equip the hover boots, and you're going to want to mash it. So as you can see, the door did not close. And that's how you know that you have entrance point glitch activated, if the door does not close. So if I take off the hover boots and side hop, and then void out, you will see that Link's respawn is actually where I landed in my side hop, as opposed to it being the door. That is because the door closed after I side hop. So that's what's going to happen up here. We're going to set entrance point glitch, do a hookshot jump, and then the door will close, and that will be Link's new respawn. But we're going to target the door, turn around, and that little push here from that is going to be really nice to getting Link in this precise location here. So we'll turn around, jump, slash, and shield, and then we're going to want to do 3 ESS turns to 2A E9. And here you're going to want to shield drop 3 bombs. However, keep in mind that you're going to want to do a quick drop as opposed to a full center drop. Those are different, and every trick that requires shield dropping bombs, please make sure that you know which one you're supposed to do. I cannot stress the importance of which type of bomb drop you want. In this case, all 3 bombs are going to be a quick drop, which is as quick as possible, as opposed to Link fully pulling the bomb over his head before he drops it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quick drop 3 bombs. I'm going to finish the ESS turn right so that Link has angle 0. Once that's done, I'm going to target, and I'll explain what will happen next. So now that I've targeted, I've dropped 3 bombs, and I'm going to target. I'm going to want to hold up, and I want to move Link pretty significantly far so that he is definitely past the bombs. Then I'm going to want to backflip, turn around, and that's when I'll do a crouch stab for entrance point glitch. Oh, and then I rolled. Okay, so now I did that. We did the crouch stab. So we're going to want to pause buffer until the first frame. Now that we have the first frame, we're going to want to equip hover boots, and we'll mash A. Now that that has happened, I am in the wall, and that is perfect. So I'm going to want to just retarget, and that's going to reset the camera. I'm going to hold ESS down until Link is at angle 0, except I kind of messed that one up. Okay, we're back. We're going to want to hold ESS down. You want to be quick. You obviously don't want the camera to turn. So now that you've held ESS down and Link is fully turned around to angle 0, This is definitely the second hardest part. So we're going to want to, again, quick drop a bomb. And we're going to want to pause buffer until the first frame that it actually, like, audibly touches the ground. So there's going to be a frame, one frame earlier that looks like, the bomb looks like it's on the ground, but it's actually not. And that is definitely something you want to practice. So we're going to keep pause buffering until the bomb. So this frame is not the frame. This frame is not the frame. That is the frame. I don't know if you heard it, but you kind of heard the bomb drop. That is the frame that you were looking for. So next what you want to do is you have to be very particular with this. You want to pull out the hookshot and hold right, but you don't want to hold right first. Otherwise Link is going to do a 90-degree turn to the right, and that will mess up your angle and position, and you'll have to redo the entire trick. So we're going to unpause, and out of unpause leg, we're going to pull out hookshot and then hold right. So now that we're holding right, we're approaching the chest. So we're going to pause buffer until a certain frame here. So not this frame. But this frame right here. And you can recognize this frame kind of by knowing where, like, see how Link is covering up the chest? I'm trying to get a good look at the frame here. Just kind of notice like where the pots are, set up a visual cue to help understand the frame. But now that you're on this frame, you're going to want to hold not up, not upright, but kind of like in between. There's the up notch, and then there's the upright notch. And I'm actually going to hold in between that. And then I'm going to, out of unpause leg, fire the hookshot. It is important to note that during the pause buffering, you can probably unequip your hover boots. And I don't know if you heard that, but the door just closed. So now our respawn point is up on top of here. So now all that's left is to void out of the room, and you can do that by targeting this wall. And then we are going to want to just get a quick mega flip. And now that we have respawned with a Y coordinate above 827, or a Y coordinate above 700, sorry, the boss fight is now able to start, and we can, you know, kill them and get the bow. There is one quick little thing I would like to troubleshoot. This was something I ran into a lot while I was first practicing this trick, and I figured I should, at the very least, address it. Nope. Okay, we'll turn around. So, when I was first learning this trick, I would often find that this would happen. So let's just do it here, and then you'll see what I mean. As you can see, Link went completely through the wall. Even though I did the 3 ESS turns, I did walk forward, and I did backflip. What happened was that Link did not go far enough. Whenever you're doing this trick in a run, you obviously want to get it first try, you want to do everything right, but you're going to find yourself moving a little bit too quickly. So just be sure that when you're doing the walk forward and backflip, try to actually let Link move forward a significant bit. You definitely want him to be fully past the bombs before you backflip. You also want to make sure that after you retarget, you hold down ESS, otherwise Link's angle and camera. If Link is not at angle 0, in the event that you do mess up, something that you can do is kind of ESS until you think. And then notice how the camera is going to automatically set to 0. Now, if I just hold ESS up, boom, Link's angle is now set to 0. So even though you messed up, you can actually just wait for the camera to move back. The camera will always move to a cardinal direction if you are close enough to it. So just move Link to where he kind of looks like he's at angle 0, and then just kind of wait for the camera to automatically set back, and then just hold ESS up a little bit. So now Link's angle is at 0, and you're good to go. Hopefully this tutorial was helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you guys need any extra help with anything. I'm always happy to teach Ocarina of Time related things. Hopefully this was understandable. Just make sure that you allow Link some time to move. Make sure you set up your angle properly. There are ESS-less setups for doing this. I do understand that holding ESS position is not exactly something... You can tell by my notch values on GZ here that I do have an ESS adapter, so obviously doing things like this is a lot easier for me. If you ever decide to do this on N64, this is not something you have to worry about. ESS position is free. But I am aware that setups that are ESS required. But I feel like if you're at a position in which you feel like you are ready to take on significantly harder tricks, I would definitely recommend to using any form of setup that that allows you to do ESS at least somewhat significantly, or at least somewhat like easy and consistently. But with that, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will see you guys later. Be sure to follow on twitch.tv/BrowlIsBoring.